Job of just kind of playing my tendencies, and I mean, even early on, I was struggling to kind of get a rhythm, and yeah, I mean, I think that's really what it was.
Was it a lot of frustration in the first half with the limited touches? I think you shot like 4 attempts in the first half. You just seemed a little bit frustrated. The second half, you tried to get it going, but it just wasn't there today.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think I did a good job of working today either. And I mean, when I was catching it, it was 2 people on me, but I mean, I still should be able to finish.
Did you think about calling timeout when you got trapped there on the last possession?
I did, actually. I got to do a better job of knowing if we had timeouts or not. And in that situation, I mean, it was a double team, and I probably should have kept my dribble alive. And then, yeah, I mean, that was a huge play because when we were up 1, I mean, that would have put us up 3, and turning the ball over was not a good feeling.
Armando, it's just one game, but can you put into perspective maybe what this kind of says about you guys, especially with how physical it got? They were coming back in that tunnel, they were in the locker room, they were yelling stuff about Pittsburgh tough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last 3 times we done played them, that's kind of what they've been hanging their hat on. And I mean, we fought back, but I mean, like you said today, they were the more physical team.
How do you put in perspective, if you can, not just ended, but you try?
Well, I mean, I don't really know, honestly. I don't know. I mean, we just got to be tougher, but we can't hang our hat because we got a huge game coming up on Saturday, and we just sit around and be sad. That won't help anything.
What did Coach Davis say in the locker room?
On to the next one. We really don't got any time to feel bad for ourselves. We got a game on Saturday.
Was this the most physical you've had to be, in any of the games you played this year? Because it looked like they made it a focus to be physical with you anytime you touch the ball. Is that what you've seen throughout the year, or is this the most physical you've had to deal with?
No. I don't want to make an excuse for myself. I just played bad. Like I said, me being one of the leaders on the team, I got to play good. We can't afford for me not to play good because then that ruins every other thing. So that's basically what it was.
Armando, was there anything about their double teams tonight that were particularly effective? Just that's been something we've seen UNC have a lot of success out of with you passing out double teams in recent weeks, even maybe the last month or 2.
I didn't do a good job of getting low post position, I don't think. I didn't work nearly as hard enough as I should. I mean, we played over there earlier in the year, and I mean, they made a few tweaks, but it was somewhat of the same looks, and I mean, I dominated, and today I didn't.
Was there any silver lining? Like RJ didn't play very well. I mean, you didn't have your best game to still be there at the end. Like, is there anything to take away from that? That you still obviously could have won that game with pretty bad performances from a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, it's been the thing all year, just us making mistakes and leading to them scoring. We were in drop coverage all game, and yeah, they hit a few threes, and then that led to me stepping up, and then Federico, he got 8 points off of me stepping up and not being honest on the defense, and we get those 8 points back, we win.
They were really sagging on you more than the first game. What was the difference in how they played you?
I thought this game, they did a good job of really just kind of trapping the box. They had like four bodies in there, and they just kept throwing bodies in me and also just putting me in a lot of movements too. So, I mean, I guess you can say they kind of wore me down, but I mean, I think the real story is I just didn't play good.
What do you think it's going to take? It seems like it's been very few games where you, Caleb, and RJ have all shot well at the same time. What do you take to get you guys in sync?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good question, really. We really all haven't put together a good game where we all play really good, but I don't know. I guess we just going to have to figure it out. We got a big game on Saturday, so we just got to be ready. I mean, it's a long season.
You're going into a pretty tough place to play on Saturday. Does this kind of heighten the focus on that, or how does that change the dynamic, or how you guys approach that?
Yeah, I mean, playing in close games like these are always good, win or loss, because it gives us a perspective and gives us real game experience on just some of the things to do and some of the things not to do, like the turnover I had. Now next time I'll know for sure to check if I get a timeout in that situation, because that would be the perfect situation to call a timeout versus trying to travel. I was thinking about throwing it out, then I saw Pete Man was right there. So, yeah, I mean, it allows me to put things like that in perspective.
But I'm talking about as a team.